Who called me in this? Who called who called me in this in the woods and doing the thing? If like a fucking bear, if a fucking bear comes, if like a motherfucking yogi comes, if Winnie the I'm done. I'm done. If you're wondering what the fuck is going on, you'll have to like watch the whole thing. Yup. Well, this is an idea that I had since I actually came here, but I'm trying to execute it the best way I can. So I don't have much time, and I also choose the worst day because today it rained a lot. It's very foggy, and the light is gonna be like gone soon, and I'm here in the woods trying to speak my mind up. Yeah, I wrote a few things, so I'll go off from that, and part of it of course is gonna be in Italian, so I'm gonna have that.
Eccoci qua, arrivati a queste ultime pagine per lasciare il segno, per lasciare traccia di questi ultimi pensieri. Come arrivano è così che li scrivo. Partiamo dall'inizio. Quest'anno prima di tutto è stato l'anno in cui ho incominciato il mio cammino verso l'insegnamento, più che altro verso un tipo di coaching che mi ha portato a mettere in servizio tutto quello che ho vissuto in 8 anni di questo mio percorso artistico.
And those were 8 long ass years.
Ho messo in pausa tutti i progetti personali per darmi la possibilità di accogliere altre persone e personalità in uno spazio dove loro potevano sentirsi liberi di essere vulnerabili e dove io potessi essere pronto per dare supporto. In effetti è stata una cosa che mi ha dato molta soddisfazione, perché ho sentito di essere portato. Questa passione o ce l'hai o non ce l'hai, e se ce l'hai devi essere anche bravo a poter comunicarla e trasmetterla. So I just finished my first course. Today was the last course and the last class, and it was a long journey since like mid-April, but it started of course like before, from whenever I was planning to have the course till today, where I finished the first like for the first time. In July I will be having the second one, the intensive one. This is going to be a totally different experience, but still kind of the same package, the same work. I want to take my time to take my week off. It's not really taking a week off because I will still get to like jump on the other things, but like mostly things are like for myself. So I'm gonna talk about it. I will have to find a way to start like documenting it, because there's a lot like coming now, and the course is gonna be like a second kind of like thing, starting from September, because I will have like already had the experience of it, so it will come in the second position, and the other goals that I have like are gonna be pushed forward. I really don't know how the end of the year is going to go, but I know for sure that now I have the time to finally start working on my own project. And guys, I don't know. I am positive about things. I am low key worried about some, but I don't think they matter. What matters now is just to find the moment to work, make good work, and progress into the things that I set myself to do. I'm excited. I am tired. And yeah, I will just go. Don't even know where it's going to fit. Usually when I pop this camera on, like whenever you guys gonna see this camera on, it's going to be like very random and stuff, and I feel like I should start doing it more because I might be able to give even better raw content if I'm a little bit more like straightforward to how I think and how I process stuff. And it might not even make sense because the way I think sometimes doesn't make sense. I know I'm weird. I know like we all are. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I started feeling awkward. So yeah, goodbye. See you. La cosa che non mi aspettavo è quella che è successo dopo la mia prima sessione di corsi. Mi sono imbattuto in un problema tecnico di cui non ho saputo come reagire mentalmente da subito.
The audio is gonna be good because it's mad noisy outside. I think the main reason why I've been having problems going back to work is the fact that I lost a big part of the files that I had on my old PC. Now I don't have right now at the moment any way to retrieve those files, and I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm coming out of it. I decided that I will try to move forward with whatever I can do, and eventually in future, if I have the possibility to get those files back, I will finish whatever I left. But it hurts because it's it feels like an unfinished job, and it makes me mad because I don't like to leave things like that undone. And it's not a trait that I want to develop, it's not a trait that I want to grow in my future, but I have to let it go because if I keep on being mad at it right now, it's not gonna help. So yeah.
I had content that was almost 8 months old that I couldn't access anymore, and since I wanted to finish those before jumping on the next one, I started battling myself with the idea that now I have become a person that doesn't finish what he starts, and that I somehow became a fraud to myself, while also running a course where I'm praising my old self. This is just because my levels of overthinking can become quite huge sometimes, but in months where I actually haven't put any artworks out, that situation wasn't allowing me to think less of it. This is where I think the biggest challenge so far for me, personally, was acceptance. I think in my personal life and also as an artist, acceptance has been something I've still really need to work on. So I'm working on this art piece to talk about it. When it will be out, you will know, but right now it's not important. I am trying to give you elements to understand the big picture. I know it might be confusing because of the way I channel and process my own thoughts, but when I'm doing these vlogs is to use them as creative diaries, as collecting moments in my journey and trying to make sense of it while letting you be part of it. Something I never actually announced is that a few months ago I became officially a freelancer legally. Now we're paying taxes and that's gonna hurt like a bitch. The stakes are higher than before, and yes, I'm playing in a completely new level now. Works at the Senegal Biennale, being part of an awesome collective named after my last exhibition, and just a bunch of new possibilities and opportunities dropping on my way. The reason I haven't taken a break this August, because I usually do, is because I'm getting a sense that this time there's some work I need to do with myself. So I will rest in a bit. This was a very hard period where I really struggled with pushing my brain out of it. Like I said before, acceptance. Acceptance is that even if for now I can't get content from my old hard drive like I wanted to, there's so much I can do with the little that I have. Acceptance is understanding that for how much you can talk to someone and say the same things, there's gonna be that one person who can make you snap out of it. So always try to reach out and take the help if it's given to you. Acceptance is knowing that it was hard and it is hard, but you will get out of it if you focus on the small stuff, on your next step, on the things you can control. These trips to the mountains couldn't have come at a better time. Obviously, my level of transparency can't be 100% since this is online, I have privacy, and I'm pretty reserved about the things I let you be aware of. But these has been some difficult months. I've been trying to edit for the last hour. I am exhausted. I am sleepy, and it's hot. Just like climbing a mountain, there's only one thing you can focus on: where you put your next foot, where you put your next hand. Looking back ain't gonna help it. Looking down definitely is gonna help you. Looking up might just discourage you from how far you are from the top. You can't control the weather, what might come into your way, or even how fast you think you can get to the top. The only thing you need to focus on is your next steps. Cautiously placing your foot, properly having a grip on that hand. Not letting your thoughts get in your way, because if you fall, it could end up pretty bad. This was what I believe made this experience so tied up to what I went through, what I actually starting to get out of, but still kind of in it. There was a book at the top of the mountain for everyone reaching the top to sign it, and I was willing to write down my name as well. But during that journey up, there were many points where you could see the top of the mountain and the flag, and so many where you couldn't see anything because of the rocks and the turns on your way. But you had to believe that each steps following the path would have led you eventually in you reaching the top. Funny how even before deciding to get on this trip, the art piece I was working on has a connection with my experience, but you will see that later. What I want to let you know with this is that as a creative, there are going to be moments and periods where everything seems to be harder, where the hacks you had in the past don't work. Moments where you seem not yourself. In those moments, know that you are going through a new phase of your journey, where the stakes are different. Moments that will require a new version of yourself, so you will have to figure yourself out again and adapt new hacks because your old ones ain't gonna cut it. I believe I have to accept that as well, and also tell myself no one actually cares that much about the things I was so hard in holding myself onto. I accept that as well. I accept that right now I can get any of my old stuff back, but eventually in the future I'll find my way to make up for it. In this trip, the way down from the top was a bit easier than the climbing, but you still had to be very careful of where you put your feet because nature can be unforgiving. Once down, you could see the top and that it looks so far, but you found your way up there and signed the book that said you made it. But now, I gotta do the same mentally. I still think that I'm climbing up, but I know that I'm not at the bottom. Neither the start. And I know also that acceptance is going to be on my way reaching the top. I will be able to tell at the end of the year if I reached the top or got to the bottom and are on a maybe new mountain now. I don't know. But this is what I had to say.
I used to say I love to stay alone. Now the lights are never bright when I get home. The snow cannot behold to fallen road. Can a vagrant body be celestial?
Being patient when you're working on something is not easy, but you really have to trust the process, because if you know the amount of effort you need to put into getting to something, and you push and you actually do that effort, you end up getting there. But the reason why things get stressful is when you feel like you're not getting close to that effort, or you're not pushing as much as you should. And for that to happen, it's important to understand what is the thing that's stopping you from actually being focused enough to give that effort. If you actually be real with yourself, you know exactly what that answer is and what to do to get there. But sometimes we need to understand that external factors are only going to be minimal to what we can bring if we find the solution and the energy within ourselves. And I believe for that you need isolation, you need a motive, you need to be also a little bit like hurt sometimes, not necessarily, but to give you a reason to fight for yourself, I believe. I really don't know where this is going to go, but I just wanted to say that, and that everything is gonna be okay. Yeah, that's for sure. Right now I'm not in a position where I need to push too much, soon I'll have to, but whenever I will get to the pushing moment, I know that I'll have all the energy that I need. Good luck.